Recently, new photos of Squid Game were released. In them, many incredible details about Season 3 are revealed. They even show us several details about the frontman's past. We'll see all that here. Today on Charlietales, I'll tell you new secrets about Squid Game, Season 3. Ready? Let's begin. First, let's start with the most interesting photos. Here we can see Gi-hun wearing a formal suit. We had already seen this in the previous trailer, and it means he will make it to the grand finale. In the last season, the finalist players participated in a dinner before the final game. In fact, in the photo below, we can see several plates of food. Gi-hun looks quite upset. We still don't know who his rival will be in the finals. I'm leaning toward Min-soo, or player 120. But what do you think? Now we move on to this photo in which we see the frontman in a formal suit. Upon seeing this, I immediately thought he would be in the final with Gi-hun. However, that won't be the case. If we pay attention, we'll notice that on his chest, he wears the number 132. This is the number the frontman used in the year 2015, when he won the games for the first time. So this is a scene from the past. It cannot be a present-day scene, because in Season 2, the frontman used the number 001. If we pay attention, we'll notice he is talking to a VIP, but not just any VIP. This is Il-nam's mask, the elderly creator of the games. In Season 1, we could see that he wore an identical mask. So this scene is surely from when Il-nam asked the frontman to join the organization. Season 3 will show us a lot about the frontman's past and how he became such a dark person. In this photo, we can see the pregnant player sitting with tears in her eyes. As we can see, she's not wearing any blue or red vest, so I'm sure this is not the key game. If we look at the bench, we'll notice it is the same one present on the tug-of-war game stage. Most likely, the player doesn't want to jump because of her pregnancy. This matches the trailer that was recently released. There, we saw her ex-boyfriend encouraging her to get up. Surely he will convince her to jump rope. We move on to this photo of Dae-ho in the key game. As we can see, he is wearing a blue vest, so he belongs to this team. Also on his chest, he carries the key he must use to find the exit. The game basically consists of the blue players looking for an exit using the keys, while the red players use knives to hunt the blue ones. This photo is interesting because in the trailers, they almost never show anything about Dae-ho. He will feel ashamed for having failed his friends during the rebellion. I'm sure this pain will cause him to fail in the next game. We have a photo of Namgyu, Thanos' friend. Here we see him holding a red box. This belongs to the key game. The red players will receive knives with which they can attack the blue team. Namgyu looks pleased to receive his knife. Surely he'll enjoy eliminating other players. Since last season, it was foreshadowed that he would become quite dark. After Thanos' death, he stole his drugs, and they made him more evil. With this context, it's easy to guess that he will be very dangerous in the key game. We move on to another shocking photo. We finally have answers about what happened to player 246. In the last season finale, he participated in Gi-hun's rebellion, but failed and was supposedly executed by a guard. Since then, all the fans theorized that he somehow survived. Now with this new photo, we confirm that he is alive. He was surely saved by his friend, guard number 11. She had a strong connection with him thanks to having met his daughter. Surely it is her we can see in the photo. As we can see, she only shot him in the abdomen. That way she could deceive her companions and hide 246. In any case, he's alive, so we'll see him in action once again. We have a new photo of guard 11 pointing her gun. What's the context? Let's remember that in Season 2, she began to have doubts about her loyalty to her bosses. Her fellow guards even attacked her to threaten her. Most likely she is trying to leave the island or even betray the organization in order to destroy the games. So in this photo, she is probably pointing at one of her fellow guards. I would dare to say that she is threatening the leader of the guards, the guy with the square mask. From the beginning, a rivalry between both characters was established. After this, the pink guard might escape the island. A while ago, photos of her sneaking through ventilation ducts were leaked, so it's pretty certain that she will manage to get out of the game's building. Now we can see the elderly woman's son in the key game. The strange thing is that he's wearing a red vest. This is odd, because in previous trailers and photos, we saw he was supposed to be in the blue team. So why is he wearing a red vest? It's possible that he swapped vests with his mother to protect her. This would make sense since his mother could never eliminate other players. On the other hand, he is younger and would have the strength to fight. Also, if we look at his vest, we'll notice there's blood, so we can understand that he has eliminated several players. In this photo, we see the elderly player looking quite weak. Judging by the setting, we know we are in the voting session. Thanks to the trailers, we know that she will beg the players to vote to leave the games. But as we can see, the numbers indicate that the majority is voting to stay. In several images, we've already seen this woman looking very sad and begging to leave the games. This makes me think something terrible happened before this vote. The most logical conclusion is that her son died in the key game. That's why she looks so bad. In this photo, we can see the police officer with a Squid Game card. What's the context? This scene couldn't be in the present, since the officer's clothes don't match what he wore on the boat. Here in the photo, he's in plain clothes. Most likely, this is a scene from the past. Let's remember that in season 1, the police officer found one of these cards, and thanks to it, he started the search for his brother. This photo was also revealed, where we see the YouTuber player among other players. They're all looking upward. Most likely, this is the doll game, so they are watching another participant jump. In this photo, we can see the beginning of the key game. We can see that player 120 will be in the blue team and will share space with player number 100. This guy has been quite annoying since the start of season 2, so I hope he doesn't make it past this game. As for player 120, we already know that she will have a big battle against player 226. She will emerge victorious and will likely win the game. That would be logical, as she is an excellent fighter. In this photo, we can see the frontman with his mask and a cup in front of him. We don't know the context, but many fans comment that here, the frontman might be talking with Gi-hun. This would be the scene where he tries to convince Gi-hun to become the new frontman. This theory has been circulating among fans since the beginning of season 2. Many of us think that Gi-hun will be tempted by darkness. The frontman, from the start, has tried to show him that people are evil and deserve to die. I believe that Gi-hun will suffer something terrible in season 3. This will leave him vulnerable, and the frontman will take advantage of that to try to corrupt him. But what do you think? Will Gi-hun accept the offer? That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.